Hey, good morning everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss Pre-Market Report for Monday, May 22nd, 2017. I'm Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. We had an impulse high here at 24.04 half here. We got a significant quick sell-off into the low of 23.44 half. Basically, that set in a nice key range here where the market likely going to see some action within the range back and forth. Overall, I've mentioned before, any rotation downward was likely to be picked up. It came into 44 halves, didn't quite get to the lower edge. We were expecting perhaps even as low as 23.20s. So it just came about 14, 15 handles from that zone. There still could be another double dip down, but overall, we have our key range. This is the key range here to watch. Any play at the edges, for example, down here would be an opportunity to squeeze and push higher. Any expansion through 24.04 halves opens up those upside targets we've been targeting before. So we have some nice clearly defined targets. But for right now, given the fact that we've been in a range here and we've kind of gone sideways, we've attempted to break out, we've had to rotate lower, we're just kind of treading water right now within the larger trading range. And again, the range from 2400 down to about 2310 remains intact. And this is going to continue to be the range until proven otherwise. At some point, we may see expansion through the top. Perhaps we see a rotation to the bottom. But either way, these edges will give us areas to play off of. So right now, just kind of stuck in the middle. Not a whole lot to do at the moment. Short term, the 76 half continues to be a key level. So if there's any failure to hold that level today, perhaps we rotate downward. If there's any push down below that zone and a failure to hold below the previous sessions, key level here, that could be an opportunity to push it back up. So that's just the main pivot to watch as we head into the rest of the session. So looking at the intraday time frame right now, again, not a whole lot to do. At the moment, we're stuck at the middle of a larger impulse move. We have this range right here, that's 78, and here's 88. So right now, that's the range to fade. So again, bringing this thing back down could be an opportunity to fade to 88s. Into 88s could be an opportunity to fade back down as the market starts to build out within this range. All right, let's take a look here at crude oil. Here's a look at crude. The higher time frame crude shows that we continue to see major strength. And again, that shows you the conviction that you can have during certain sessions when you know perhaps that there's a very good odds that that's going to be the low, for example. That morning in the trading room, we know for all intents and purposes that 43.76 was likely going to be the low, and from there we had a very clearly defined area to target with the potential to see more expansion. Once we got to that area, we re-upped and we found additional targets to the upside. 52.65 is very important, 54.81 is very important, so we could be looking at much more strength to those targets. The fact that price is pushed beyond 50 now and our 50.20 level means any pullback into 50 could still be a buying opportunity for a completion into the next upside target, which would be about 53.40 to 53.75. So right now we could be looking at more strength to the upside, pullback still, short-term opportunities to defend for bulls for a continuation higher. If we look at an intraday time frame right now, again, 50 even is going to be very important overall. Should we rotate, we're still about $1.30 off of that zone, but any pullback as low as that 50.20 or 50.30 could still be an opportunity to defend. That's on a swing basis. On a short-term basis right now, the opposite end here where there's S3, the LVN, this 50.90, we're showing a little bit of weakness here off the R3. Should price come back against this range, this could be an opportunity for bulls to defend and bring it back up toward the top. So watch for that on an intraday basis. All right, let's take a look now at gold futures. Here's a look at gold. So far, gold has been pretty bullish here. If you look at the short term, this short term push higher where price got back above 12.30 to 32, eventually above 12.40, squeezed very sharply into the 50 to 63 zone, and now we're seeing a little bit of strength off the recent pullback. This all implies a little bit more strength here to the upside. To try and reclaim the previous month's close at around 1270. We have a target also at 1271 from the ADR perspective from this low. So 70 to 71 could be ahead here early in the week. Any failure to hold, That pivot right there is going to be very important. So watch that level, previous low there, about 1245s. Any failure to hold 1245 rotates this back down to 1232. So right now, short-term trending higher toward about the 1270s. Any failure to hold 1245 rotates this thing back down. Let's take a look at the NQ. The NQ has finally given us a very nice impulse range to watch, very similar to what the ES has given us. We've seen very, very bullish trending action here, but not much of an impulse move to set edges off of. We had one small run here, and price traded sideways before expansion. That's what we could see here as well. So after this recent move up, here's the impulse move down. Nice little sell-off. That gives us this range. And now you can see kind of a minor little HVN starting to develop there. That's the edge right there. That's the key range where you could begin to see this thing trade like this ahead of the next move yet again. So overall, any rotation into 55.50 or even lower still offers an opportunity for bulls to defend. Short term, any failure to hold above 57.30, 57.50 could be an opportunity to rotate it back down. We are in a bullish trending market, so defending pullbacks is the best way to go. Right now, counter trend selling here, you have to have a little bit more better trade location, better defined trade location, and also risk management. But up here could be an opportunity to fade it back and forth as this thing develops within this range ahead of the next potential expansion. So far still trending up. Keep an eye on the edges. On an intraday time frame, what we have here, basically price holding tightly, kind of like the ES, where we've set some edges early on. So you can see right here, nice little short-term LVN at about 46, 47s. You have this upper end, 56, 75s. And right now, that's kind of the short-term range to watch. Overall, this thing continues trending up, and pullbacks still to be defended. Right now, the key level to watch is going to be that 56.45 to 56.50 zone. That's where bulls want to keep bid. Failure to hold that level rotates back down to the next key level below 56.15.5. All right, that's it for now. Let's see how this thing plays out the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and happy Monday.